When you realize you are love and you no longer engage in this love and approval kind of game, and you start to embody that, you start to feel that you are love, you are the lighthouse, and you start to treat people that way. You start to give love for the sake of love, not for anything in return, not for approval, not for validation, not for a check off the scorecard, simply to be who you actually fundamentally are. When you start to be love, which is who you are, which is your fundamental state, think about that. Think about that reference point, because we've all experienced it. Even me with my horrific childhood, I had moments that I experienced this. It's called Buddha nature, or it's called a clear blue sky mind, or it's called resonance, okay? You've had this experience in your life. You've felt this before. Maybe you were at a beach and you were looking at the waves, and you had this sense of just feeling like you're part of everything. Maybe you noticed a bird landing on something, and for a moment you had this little gap where everything just felt right. You had everything you needed in that moment, and you didn't want anything else. It was just beautiful. That spaciousness, that kind of clear mind, that is your fundamental state. That is how you are born into this world. This clean slate, this unbiased, unobstructed mind, that is how you're born. And then you are conditioned with the environment and with upbringing and relationships and the culture and the music and the TV shows and everything. And not just the environment, also the programming, right? The programming, that ancient mind, that pre-language mind that sort of is biased towards fear, right? That fearful programming that we have, this paradox that when you seek something that you already are or something you already have, it makes you feel separate from it. And when you feel separate from love, think about the times when you've gone through some of your worst moments, or maybe you've lashed out, or maybe you've, you overreacted in some way that you regretted it, right? If you think about those moments, you were feeling very separate from love. You weren't resonating with love. And that separation is what causes us to behave that way, because we're confused, because we feel separate. And in that moment, we're angry, or we're grasping, or we're reacting, right? The truth is, and I can't even tell you this, because it can't be spoken in words like this. It's something that you experience. And it's something that I have experienced from looking inward, from doing inner work, from going in through meditation, through dream work, through energy work, Reiki, all of these things. These practices, they all made me realize that I'm not separate from love. You're not separate from love. It's not possible. You are it. You are love. When you realize you are love, and you no longer engage in this love and approval kind of game, and you start to embody that, you start to feel that you are love, you are the lighthouse, and you start to treat people that way. You start to give love for the sake of love. Not for anything in return, not for approval, not for validation, not for a check off the scorecard. Simply to be who you actually fundamentally are. You resonate with this frequency, this energy of love, and the other, their response to that, they mirror that, they recognize it, they know love when they see it, we feel it, and we know what that is. And then we start to feel that and give that back. When you live that way, and it's a way of life, it's a way of life. It's not just a concept or a construct or some little slogan on a t-shirt, you are love. It's a way of life. If you allow yourself to experiment with it, don't take my word for it. Experiment with it. Try it. Try it for, 2 hours. Be love for 2 hours. Don't ask anyone for anything. Just embody love. Trust yourself. You'll know what to do. You'll know what that looks like. And it might be so small. It might be just pouring a glass of water for someone. It might be just, brushing your cat's hair. It might just be caressing someone's hand. It might be just telling them what they mean to you for no other reason other than to love. Hey, I wanted to tell you, I know I don't really talk like this, but you mean so much to me. I want you to know that. If you start to embody who you fundamentally are, you never feel separated from love. You give love and you receive love. And the reason why it works that way is because of the interdependence of self and other. And it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. And it is a form of letting go. Because you're no longer attaching to the outcome. You're no longer wanting to get that high, that fix, that kind of love that comes with a hangover. You know what I'm talking about? Conditional love, right? It's part of our lives. We have conditional love. And it comes with that hangover. It comes with that feeling of like, this is great, but I can't even fully enjoy it because I know, tomorrow you're probably not going to do this or do. And I'm not putting a judgment on that. Okay, I'm making an honest observation, and I'm also speaking from experience because I was that person. I was very conditional with my love. I was very scared with my love. I was very anxiously attached with my love. So when I say that, it comes from a person who has lived almost an entire lifetime completely separated from love. Just always looking for it, always trying to hold on to it, always trying to gain love and approval from people. And it's an exhausting way to live. And I'm telling you that there's another way to live. And in case no one has ever told you, I would love to be the one. There's another way to live. There's a way to live that expresses who you fundamentally are, which is love. And when you live that way, I get chills thinking about it. The effect it has on people around you. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. If you are a person who has suffered with feeling a lack of confidence or feeling anxiously attached, or you're a person who has felt unworthy in your life, I was all those things, okay? So I'm not judging you. If you have felt that way, I'm telling you that there's small ways, very small ways that you can start to turn this around. Because thank God the mind is malleable. If I'm saying that word correctly, because I'm dyslexic. The mind is, is plastic. The mind is moldable. It's shapeable. It is. And you don't have to live your whole life feeling separate from love, trying to grasp it and seek it and become it, babe. Become it. Become it. Embody it. Whatever that means to you. For me, it was joining a volunteer thing. I wanted to volunteer to help. And to be honest with you, I did not volunteer because I thought I was a good person. I volunteered because I didn't want to do it. I didn't want to help. I was more focused on my own inner healing and my own inner journey and my own identity that I didn't have room to go and volunteer and do this extra stuff. So I challenged myself and I went and did it. And I loved it. I loved it. Because that's who we are. We're meant to give. We're meant to live beyond us. Right? When you're so focused on you, when you're so scared and when you're so much into what is going on with you, that's when you feel the most separate from love. You feel more love when you start to notice what others are going through. And it's an act of radical self-love to be able to do that, to be able to give to others. It does come back to you without a hangover. So I invite you to try and experiment with it. Start small. Live as if you are love itself. And give from a place of giving without any attachment to the outcome. Just simply honest giving. And see how that resonates with you. See how that makes you feel. Because there is another way to live. You are love itself. That's the truth.